So in this video I'm going to show you how I overclock my video cards. I use eVga Precision. Now this will work with any nVidia chipset, whether it's 7800, 8800, 9800, the 200 series. It'll work with any of those cards, and it'll work with any manufacturer. So you don't have to necessarily have an eVga video card to overclock your card. You can have a VFG. You know, it doesn't really matter. I also use CPUs. Now that's just for your processor. It just tells you what speeds you're clocked at. It gives you your voltage, some information about your processor. And I use GPUs for the video cards. Now the nice thing about GPUs is it tells you your stock speed and what you've overclocked to. And it just gives you all the stats, all the info on your video card. I also like using a speed fan for temperatures. Now these are my GPUs here at 70%. I usually run them at 60, but it's set up for 70 at the start, which is kind of nice. I think it's right here, apply at Windows Startup, and any settings you have, it'll boot into it like that. This right here, where's my cursor? Right here. It links all of your video cards together. So when you move these around, it applies it to all three. Now, I think if you had like a mix of different, the same chip, but different video cards with different clock speeds and such, I think you would, let's say the second one was slower than the first one and the third one was faster than the first one. So you'd set your first one to your third and your second one to your third. You make sure they're all the same speed, and that way your SLI will run a little better. So basically, when you're overclocking, make sure that you go at small increments. What I did was I just did a search online of 9800 GTXs and what people have overclocked to, and I kind of based their max numbers at where I should start going down. So one guy, he claimed he was able to get a core clock of 830, and his shader and his memory, I don't remember what he had it set to, but when I put my settings to that, or just a little bit underneath it, it didn't run. Like when I ran the benchmark, it just crashed to the desktop. So I figured, well, maybe I'll go like 20 underneath his on all my settings, and I slowly started increasing it until it was stable. Now I've gone a little higher than this, but from the stock of 760 to 817, that's a pretty good increase considering my card is factory overclocked to begin with. And the cores, when they came out with the 9800s, were like mid 600s. So XFX put it up to 760, and then I put mine up to 817. So when you're overclocking, do some research online, find out what other people have set their settings to, and start a little lower, because you don't really know what settings they used, or exactly how they achieved it, or even if it ran. Some people will claim, oh, I overclocked it to like 880, but did you actually run any benchmarks on it? You can't really completely trust the internet. So when you're overclocking, do it at small increments and test. Whether you use 3D Vantage or Crisis as your benchmark utility, or even just playing games, just running games. So yeah, good luck with that. If you have any questions, add some comments.